Hey, what's up everybody? It's Dr. Roberts here, and we've got a few things to talk about this month. First things first, this month is Lupus Awareness Month. And most of you know, those of you that have been watching these videos or reading my emails over the past few months, this topic hits home for me. My wife was diagnosed with lupus a while back, and it's been a struggle. I don't know how else to say it. Lupus sucks. It's a rough disease to live with. A lot of people are living with it that aren't currently diagnosed. It is a very difficult disease to diagnose, and usually people live years and years and years with it because it's typically a diagnosis of elimination. They've got to rule stuff out. It's not like you just walk into your primary's office and they draw some blood and they're like, yep, you got lupus. It doesn't work that way. It's usually they have to rule out rheumatoid arthritis and all these other things. And typically, I mean, that's what happened to my wife. She was dealing with issues for years, being misdiagnosed with this, with that, the other, and finally we found a good doctor that deals with a lot of lupus patients that was able to give her the proper diagnosis. And I think lupus is a very misunderstood disease because it's, like I said, the whole diagnosis issue, and then the symptoms can mimic so many other chronic diseases, because what lupus does is it attacks the immune system. It's an autoimmune disease. And a couple of the scary things that it can do, if it's severe enough, is it will start to attack the organs. And I think a couple of the most common things is it'll cause kidney failure, heart disease, but some of the most common complaints and what my wife struggles with is just the day-to-day body aches and severe fatigue, joint pain, muscle pain that'll just come out of nowhere, no cause. It's not like she went out and ran a marathon and was sore the next day. It's just, that's what it feels like to her. She'll do nothing and then the next day it feels like she ran a marathon. So that's kind of the frustrating thing about lupus. Number one, like I said, it's hard to diagnose and it's difficult to treat, whether that's through medications, diet restrictions, exercise, all of the above. I mean, it's a tough battle. So I just wanted to make you guys aware of that this month, like I said, is Lupus Awareness Month. And tying that into chiropractic, one of the things that chiropractic is able to do for patients that have lupus is just help them have a better quality of life. Like I said, my wife struggles with the body aches and the joint pain. And, you know, chiropractic's not going to cure the lupus, but it will allow them to ease those symptoms. So if you know anybody that struggles with this or any other type of autoimmune disease that you think would benefit with chiropractic care, please share our information with them. And yeah, just would like to show my support for my wife and all the other patients out there that are battling this chronic illness. That also kind of ties into the next topic I want to get into. This folder might look familiar. We pass out a new patient folder to all of our new patients, but this folder has some additional contents in it. This is going to be our new patient referral folder, and you're going to see these up at the front desk on the top shelf right by the monitor. And what these are for, it's got some information inside as well as a referral coupon. And what I want you guys to do, if you have any friends, any family members that you think could benefit from what we do in the office, feel free to grab one of these on your way out. If you know that they're struggling with a specific condition, whether that's migraines or whatever, neck pain, shooting pain down their legs, let me know. I've probably got some additional information that I can tuck inside the folder, maybe even write them a personal note, and just take that with you and give that to them on your way out. And last but not least is probably the most important thing I wanted to talk to you about today. I want to talk to you about the devil. No, just kidding. I want to talk to you about Cigna. Pretty much the same thing. So as of today, that was a joke, by the way. As of today, Nashville Neck and Back is no longer in network with Cigna. Cigna has been a nightmare to deal with from the beginning, and over the past couple of months, it's just gotten worse and worse and worse. And what I mean by worse and difficult to deal with is they love to deny services, and it's getting really, really bad lately. And those services that I'm talking about are all the services that we provide in the office, your chiropractic care, and especially x-rays. And this is something that I'm very passionate about. When I opened Nashville Neck and Back, I wanted to accept insurance because I wanted to have that available for the patients that wanted to use their insurance. So we got networked with as many carriers that we could. However, with Cigna, it's gotten so bad lately that, with the care that I provide in the office, I'm very passionate about that. And I am not going to let an insurance carrier dictate your care. I'm just not going to let them tell me how I should treat you best. And you shouldn't accept that either. So what I'm doing is getting out of network with Cigna. And let me go back to the biggest frustration that I've had with Cigna. Not only the care, I've got several patients that have Cigna, and they've got certain conditions, certain diseases that need additional care than just the average patient walking in with neck pain. And Cigna just loves to deny that additional care. They deny it left and right. I've got to claw, fight, and scratch on a daily basis, and they're still denying it, and there's nothing I can do. The second part, like I said, is it is almost impossible to get x-rays approved through Cigna. And those of you that I've had this conversation with, I always use the dentist office comparison. Would you want to walk into your dentist office with a massive cavity in your tooth and just have your dentist guess where that cavity is at and just start drilling away and just hope that they find it? I know I wouldn't. I don't think you would either. And the same holds true when you come into my office. You wouldn't want me to just guess where your issues are in your spine. You would want me to know exactly how to treat you, and X-ray allows me to do that. And I'll give you a further example. It's not just the alignment of your spine or the shape of your discs, it's other conditions, it's other red flags that I find all the time on these x-rays. So for example, I'm going to show a picture right now I'm going to show two pictures. One picture is a normal lumbar x-ray, and this is your low back, and this is looking at you from the side. Now, if you look in front of the vertebrae, in front of the bones, there's nothing there. That's what it should look like. But now, as I transition over to this other picture, can you see that white shape, that white tube-looking thing that's in front of the bones? That shouldn't be there. And what that is, that's your abdominal aorta, and it's being calcified. So if your abdominal aorta has calcification on it, it's going to show up on x-ray just like this. That's a significant issue. For patients that I see that on, that's an immediate referral out of my office. Go get an ultrasound of your abdomen so that they can measure and they can see how much dilation and they can see where you're at. Is it safe? Are you okay? Do they need to put you in surgery right away? Because if that aorta ruptures, that's it. Story's over, game over, there is no tomorrow, you're gone. So this is not something that we want to play around with. This is a serious issue. And I have caught several of these just in the past probably 6 to 8 months where I've had to send patients out. Most of them have been fine and it's not been an issue, but without that x-ray we never would have known, and something could have happened down the road that would have been a major issue. I'll bring another example to you guys. I had to send a guy out because his x-ray looked like that, and while getting the ultrasound performed, they found his ultrasound was fine, of the aorta by the way. They found a massive hernia that they had to do immediate surgery on. So without him getting that ultrasound, they never would have found that hernia. And without me taking the x-ray, he never would have had the ultrasound. Do you see where this is? I mean, this is insane that these insurance companies, or Cigna specifically, just will not, this billion-dollar company will not shed out 20 or 30 bucks for me to take an x-ray of you to make sure that you are safe and that you are healthy enough to receive care. It's insane. So what does this mean moving forward? Well, as of today, Nashville Neck and Back is no longer accepting new Cigna patients. That doesn't mean we can't take those patients, because we have out-of-pocket discounts that are either the same price or usually cheaper than patients that want to use their Cigna insurance. But for you patients that are watching this that are currently using your Cigna, nothing changes. We will still accept your insurance. We will still bill your insurance. Nothing at all will change until your whatever your number of approved treatments, whenever that runs out, then we'll have to transition you over to out of pocket, or we'll come up with another option. So if you've got 10 visits approved the last time we submitted it, you're still good to go with your Cigna insurance until that runs out. So if you have any questions about this, do not hesitate to bring them to me. We're going to try to make this as smooth as a transition as possible. But I think moving forward, we're going to make this an easier process for everybody involved. It's going to be affordable, and there's going to be a lot less headaches. And like I said before, will not let an insurance company tell me how to treat you or your family. So that's it. That's it for this week, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Like I said, the 3 main things: Lupus Awareness Month, spread the word, spread the awareness. Don't forget our patient referral folders. And bye-bye, Cigna. Later. You guys have a good week. Go Preds, and we'll see you next time.